Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today we're going to do another great workout you can do in your home gym or your home living room, your home bedroom, wherever you're working out. Small space, not a lot of equipment, and full body workout. So remember to come into these workouts warmed up and ready to move. So 5 to 10 minutes of a cardio workout of some sort just to get your heart rate up a little bit, get those muscles warmed up, help avoid injury, and come in here ready to move. So we are going to start off today with a set of dumbbells, a little bit on the lighter side probably. A fit ball if you have one. Oh, look who's coming to visit. Hi, Baloo. Hi. And then we need a chair, a tube set up on the higher setting or a band wrapped around something a little bit higher. And I think that is it. Oh, and the ball or a pillow, something lightweight to hang on to, like a throw pillow or a playground ball or something like that. Okay, so let's see. Do I have a toy around here for you? Before we start, grab your small dumbbells and your fit ball. And I'm grabbing a dog toy. Because although he has had multiple walks today, he is still a puppy and he is still excited. Okay, so we're going to walk out to a bridge and try to avoid your furry friends. You want your head and shoulders resting comfortably on top of the ball. Flat surface, so bring your hips up so you've got a nice flat surface from your knees to your shoulders. Press those weights overhead, and then we're going to let them fall out to the side. We're going to do some chest flies. 2. This is where you might find you need a little bit lighter weight. If you don't have a lighter weight, or if you want to give it a go, you could also bend your elbows here a little bit, and that shortens your lever. Breathe, keep those hips up nice and tall. 7, 3 more. 8, nice and slowly. 9, and 10. All right, good. Slowly walk back up to seated position, and then make sure you take your time to make sure you're not lightheaded here before we transition into the next one. All right, set those weights down with good form and get them out of your way. Next, we're going to do good old sit-to-stands. So I like coming back to this one time and time again because it really does just kind of teach you how to do really good squat form with a safety net. And getting up and down out of a chair is a really important skill, especially if anybody is finding it difficult. If you're having any difficulty, or if you're having any knee pain, or if you're finding you have to use your arms a lot, or if you're throwing yourself really far forward to get up out of that chair, it's a great thing to practice. Okay, so stagger your feet a little bit if you need to. Otherwise, let's just go up. And I'm going to raise my camera here. And down slowly. Remember, you don't want to plop. So we're going to go down slowly. Don't use your hands if you can. You have to use your hands to pet your dog. That's what they're there for. That is their sole purpose on this earth. Right, Baloo? He just had some food, so now he's got extra energy. Nice and slowly. And he's going to be awesome when I get down on the floor. I think this is 9 and 10. Okay, good. Great. I love that one. It is probably one of my favorite exercises that we do because it really is, it's so important. It strengthens so many large muscle groups, and it teaches good form for that exercise as well. Okay, now we are going to get our arms involved again. I've got my tube set up over here on its higher setting. And we're going to do some triceps extension. So I want you to, oops, I got to lower that down a little. Bring those handles straight out in front of you with your elbows bent. Now you're just going to straighten and bend your elbows. So bring those handles right down beside your hips, isolating those triceps, those muscles in the back of your arm that straighten those arms. Don't let your elbows go forward here. You want to keep those elbows glued to your sides. Notice that I've staggered my feet here a little bit. You can either stagger it just a little to help protect your back, or you could do a tandem stance, add a little extra balance challenge here. Keep those shoulders down away from your ears. Abs nice and tight. One more. And 10. Good. All right, those triceps. So we're working that muscle in the back, those muscles in the backs of your arms that help. It will help push you up. It will help lots of different functional movements throughout your day when you have to use those pushing motion, like if you're pushing up to get out of bed or pushing up to get out of a chair if you need to. Things like that. Those are really important muscles. Okay, now we're going to lower down to the floor with that ball again. There's Baloo's toy that he abandoned. And we're going to lie down on the floor and use the ball for bridges. So we're going to put your feet up on the ball. If you don't have a ball, you can just do bridges with your feet flat on the floor instead. But when you do bridges like this, the closer you have the ball to your knees, the easier it'll be. The further out on your ankles or on your heels, the harder it will be. So you can start kind of midway. Now I want you to think about flattening your back, squeezing your glutes, and coming up into that bridge. We're just going to hold it for about 5 seconds and then slowly come down. Again, flatten your back, squeeze your glutes, go on up. And now you can make some adjustments. If you're thinking, ooh, this is really hard, bring it in closer. You'll have a little more control when it's closer to your center of gravity, closer to the middle of your body. And then similarly, if you're like, I can handle a little more, you can push it out a little. Try to keep your legs steady on top of that ball. Flatten your back, squeeze your glutes, raise your hips. I think that's 5. We'll do 5 more. Really squeeze those glutes. And then you can make adjustments throughout too. If you do a couple out long and then you're like, ooh, I'm going to bring that in. You can make adjustments each time. 3 more. Keep breathing, keep everything up here as relaxed as you can. You can use those hands for a little bit of a balance guide, or you can keep them up here, whatever's more comfortable, whatever makes you feel more stable and comfortable, and rest. Okay, if you feel like your hamstrings just got a lot, or if you feel like you got a hamstring cramp, you can do this to kind of release that hamstring. Do 1 on each side. And then we're going to stay on the floor. So roll over onto your side with your hips stacked, your knees stacked, and you want your head in a good alignment here with the rest of your spine. So if you need to, you can use a pillow or a foam roller or something to put your head on to keep it comfortable. Get in the position just like you're side lying, like you're going to do clamshells, but we're going to do that opposite clamshell. It's been a while since we've done this one. So you're going to leave your knees together and lift your feet apart. 5, nice and slowly, both directions. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good. You should feel that burning in your hips. These are great hip stabilizers. They're not, all encompassing, like really challenging, but these stabilizing exercises are extremely important to help keep you healthy, keep you strong, keep you balanced. Got to work on the small muscle groups just like the big muscle groups. 4, 5, 6, nice and slowly. 7, 8, and 10. Okay, good. Now we're going to stay on the floor for the final one. I mentioned grabbing a pillow or a playground ball or something, so I've got my little playground ball. I'm going to make sure my screen stays on. Now we're going to lie down on the floor with your feet flat on the floor to start, knees bent, And think about flattening that back. So we talk about that a lot, flattening your floor back to the floor so I can't stick my hand in there. That helps protect your back and engage your abs so that your back doesn't take over and start to hurt. So we're gonna take this ball, we're just gonna hold it in your hands, but we're gonna reach out diagonally both directions. So we're gonna keep my ball out of my way there. We're gonna take the ball up and over to the side like this, and your feet are gonna go the opposite way. So we're gonna kind of stretch and reach out opposite way. So this is a really big core exercise. Now, you can control how much you stretch out. Like if you're just doing here and you keep your knees bent, that's okay. You're still getting that core action. It's going to be easier on your back. If you know you have back problems, keep those knees bent. Or if you're just having a little soreness from, I don't know, extra snow shoveling or extra, yard work or something, keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. We're going to do 2 more each side. Nice and slowly, and rest. Okay, good. You should really be feeling that in here. I like that one. So you don't have to use anything fancy. You can use a throw pillow. Like I said, I just use this. I've got my little foam roller here. I could use just something to hang on to, just to kind of give you some direction. You're going side to side, reaching both ways, kind of extending in the opposite directions. So go through these 1 or 2 more times, add some cardio in between if you feel like you want a little bit more, and then finish up with a good cool down and stretch. Please, as always, let me know if you have any questions. You can leave them in the comments below, or you can send me a private message. And have a great workout, everybody. Thank you so much.